Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Randolph and today we have some more PSA submissions for you guys. Today we are sending off some cards from my Hidden Fates collection. Now, I do have another send off that we'll be doing a little bit down the line, and that will be my huge Shiny Vault submission that I'll be doing, where I actually send off all the shiny Pokemon, all the full art GX cards, but I'm still collecting a few of those. I'm still trying to get certain cards in that PSA 10 standard. So today I'll be sending off some Hidden Fates cards, and what I mean by that is pretty much every iteration of the Legendary Bird Trio and any card that is in the Hidden Fates actual set. Minus Giovanni's Exile, because for some reason I just haven't set it up and sorted the card out in time. And I do have a few other cards in here that I'm kind of curious on what the grade will get, so I've thrown them in regardless. Also, as always, if you guys want to get your Pokemon cards professionally graded by PSA and encapsulated, then Graded Gem are the guys to go to. They're a partner of mine here on this channel. They're who I trust and I send my cards with, so you guys should also do that. Check their link in the description. They will help you with every single step of the way in terms of getting your cards sent to PSA. It can be a big task on your own if you do it direct, and I don't really recommend it. Shipping, customs, insurance, data inputting, there's so much involved that Graded Gem will just, make the step in the process so much easier for you guys. So check them out in the description down below. If you do use their service, let them know that Randolph sent you so I can get some brownie points with them, all right? Sweet. And okay, let's get into my submission. The first card that I'm including in this submission is the regular Tag Team GX Moltres Zapdos and Articuno card. I love this card for a number of reasons. One being all the 3 legendary birds are on there. Yo, imagine if we could get an actual legendary dog trio as well. I hope they keep doing that with all the trios. That would be sick. And again, another Arita card. You guys know how much I love this guy's artwork, especially in the modern sets. I mean, don't get me wrong, he did do, he did some insane cards back in the day, but I don't know. For me personally, I just love the new tag team cards. I think it's the shading and just the way he makes these characters, these Pokemon look. It's just insane. So we have 2 of those, just ensuring I get that 10 grade. Next up, we have the full art version of the Moltres Zapdos and Articuno card. Again, I have 2 of those, ensuring I get that 10 grade. If I do get any duplicates and I'm not greedy and I don't want to keep them, then I will be listing these up on my website when it's ready. PokeRand is what's the name of the shop, and it'll be up soon, but you guys will see a big announcement when that is ready. Also, it's going to be with my merch as well, so it's going to be a big ass announcement on the way soon. Next up, we have the Rainbow Rare version of the Moltres Zapdos and Articuno GX Tag Team card. That's a mouthful. The Secret Rare version of the Hidden Fates set, the only Secret Rare card. And yeah, this is just a stunning card as well. Don't get me wrong, I do prefer this artwork right here in terms of how the actual illustration, but in terms of the card itself, this one probably just beat it in terms of the the way it shines and the way it has that rainbow effect on there. And again, I have 2 of them. There are quite a few versions of these cards, which I'm not complaining at. I like cards to have a lot of different variants. For me, it just keeps it interesting. Next up, we have this is what you would get. This is the promo card you would get if you bought the Hidden Fates trainer boxes, the ETBs. I only opened 2 of those, so I have 2 of these cards. However, the guys at Graded Gem, especially Tom, shout out to you, bro. Well, not a shout out, screw you. He opened about 1 million of these boxes, so I'm sure he has like plenty of these lying around. Hopefully one of these comes back as a 10, because this is one of the most beautiful cards. Stained glass version. Look at this. It's just insane. And I do hope they keep this trend up with, Suicune, Entei, and Raikou, and the other cards. So next up, we have a Charizard promo card. Now, you guys know how many of these I've got. I mean, just look up there. I still have all the promos in the tins. So today I'm sending a couple, I think, or maybe 3. I'm sending 3 of these cards, these Charizard GXs, off to PSA. But in truth, if they don't come back at 10, I have plenty more to send. Now, I was pretty confident in these cards. However, when Graded Gem told me they sent about 12 cards of these, and only 2 of them came back in a 10, I was a little bit more nervous. So hopefully that doesn't happen to me. Hopefully I can get 3 10s and make those guys jealous. That would be great. So PSA Pokemon gods, please shine bright on me today, please. Oh no, okay, so I'm only sending 2 promos off. Wait, really? Hold on. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm an idiot, and I actually forgot to include more of these cards. So I'm sending 2 off, okay? I'm sending 2. All right, so hopefully they come back as a 10. The 3 cards that I'm talking about are the actual regular Charizard GX cards from the Hidden Fates set. So this is not the promo card. These are just the regular GX cards. And I have a bunch of these. I just thought this would be a good card to get, I won't keep all these. If I get a 10, I'll keep one of them. But these are good cards that I can list on the store or give away to you guys, in future, I guess, giveaways or, things on the video. Right here, we have a Jesse and James. And in fact, I'm going to get a couple more of these sent because I would like to give this to one of my brothers for Christmas or for as a gift because he loves Jesse and James. But obviously I want to keep one for myself. So we'll see how this one does, and then we'll get the other two. This is quite off-centered top to bottom. And we'll get the other ones out there and sent off as well. But there you go, Jesse and James. Next up, guys, could we just take a minute? Could we just have a moment of silence, please? Pause the video right now. Leave in the comments, what do you think this next card is going to be? It's from Hidden Fates, but it's not from Shiny Vault. Leave your suggestions or your predictions in the comments down below. Because right now I'm going to reveal it. Let's go. We have a reverse holo snake backwards. Shiny card, not shiny Pokemon. Although shiny Ekans would have been sick. Pokemon, why did you not include that in Shiny Vault? I'm mad at you. And have you heard that Ekans is not going to be in Sword and Shield? I'm pissed. I'm livid. I'm so distraught. But look at this card. Ekans with Articuno in the background. That is immense. And we don't have one. We don't have two. We have 3 of these to send off. I do have plenty more in the back, but I thought I'd see how these go first and foremost, you know, because Ekans is now starting to become my favorite Pokemon, you know, or one of, just because of the meme, man, just because of the meme. And for those who don't know the meme that I'm talking about, go back and watch the original Pokemon unboxings that I've done on this channel, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Next up is a Pikachu from Hidden Fates, and this is the one that I got, if you can remember, with the square corner. So I'm not sure what this will come back as. It might just come back as like a 4 or something, but I'm hoping it'll come back as like a miscut grade or something like that. So Connor from Graded Gem, he's going to let me know. He's going to see what this card, what this card is going to come back as, and we'll see. Fingers crossed, it's a pretty cool grade, you know. Next up, I do believe we're now moving away from the Hidden Fates cards in this submission, and we're onto a very special card indeed. And look at this. This is the Armored Mewtwo. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know, but Pokemon are actually remaking or doing a new version of the Mewtwo Strikes Back original movie that we saw back in, well, when we were kids and when life was good. And they're doing, so they're doing a new version. And obviously, as you guys know, there is an Armored Mewtwo in that film when Team Rocket put all the the training gear on him to make him super strong. So this is a promo card from Japan, which I do love. So I have 2 of these. And fun story, I actually ordered 8 of these. I ordered 1 on its own, then in another order, I ordered 8 of them. And the guy from eBay sent me 1, okay? He sent me 1. So I emailed him. I spent like £50 to get 8, right? I emailed him and I was like, yo, where's the other 7? And only 1 arrived. He was like, oh, sorry, must have been a mistake. If you still want the other 7, let me know and I'll send them. And I was like, of course I want the other 7. Like, I've paid for them. You don't go to a shop and ask for like 10 apples. They give you 1 and they're like, oh, are you sure you want the other 9? Yes, of course, mate, of course. So 2 of these, which I love these cards. So hoping they'll come back in a 10 because they're beautiful cards indeed. Next up, we have a Mew card. I thought I'd put some Mew and Mewtwo cards together. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. When I saw this in Tag All-Stars, I just knew that I had to grade this because, I mean, I know this card is, I'm not sure exactly what set this is from, but I know this artwork has been around for a while, but just look at it. Look at that Mew artwork. It's just, this is done by Sui. I don't know if you can see in the corner, Sui. And yeah, they just smashed this artwork. It's just majestic and it's just beautiful. And I'd love to have that on my shelf, graded, you know. So we do have another one over here. This is another Mew that we will be submitting. So hopefully they both come back as 10s, but you never know. Next up, we do have a full art Mewtwo and Mew GX tag team. Now my mum, if you're watching this video, she's gonna be mad at me because we did pack this one together when we were on holiday, and we did put it in the binder together. And my mum really doesn't like it when I take cards out of the binder to send to PSA because in her eyes, binder collections is the way to go with Pokemon. You know, that's what you should be doing. And I do agree with that. But I want to solidify the quality. You know, I want to make sure the quality is going to be as good as it can be forever. And I also want to see it in a case. You know. In the binder, I do believe going through binders are very fun and very interesting, and it's a very good way to look at your cards. However, you have to get the binder out and you have to physically do that. These cards here, you can put on the shelf and you can walk past it, and it's like a painting, you know. So that's the reason I would like to get this graded, and I can always go and buy another one for the binder, you know. I always think send your good cards to PSA, send your mint condition cards to PSA, and then your not so good, off-centered, a little bit battered cards, put those in the binder, because obviously if the back of the card is damaged, you can't see it anyway. So put those in the binder, and you know, jobs are good. And so Mewtwo and Mew full art tag team there. Next up, we have another one of my favorites from the Tag All-Stars box, and that is the Articuno Holo. I'm sending 2 of those off as well to try and get those grades cemented. Next up, we have a Celebi card. Now, a lot of you guys know that Celebi is one of my favorite Pokemon. Shout out Celebi. I know he also, Joe Merrick, I know he also shares that, shares that love for Celebi. Obviously, he's got a whole website based on the Pokemon. But yeah, I told myself I would love to get a copy of every single Celebi card that ever exists in PSA 10, at least in Japanese and English. You know, I'm not really too keen on like German or French cards, but Japanese and English at least. Well, English first, and then I'll move on to Japanese. So here I am, just sending one off. This is a promo card, you know, with the Galaxy Hollow pattern on there. So I thought, you know what, let's send this one off, see what this will come back as, and hopefully, you know, I can start progressing my Celebi collection. We have another one here. This is a Prism card. And I can't remember exactly what card this was from, like what set this was from. But I know I opened it when I opened all those random promo GX tins, collection boxes. So, not tins, sorry. Yeah, collection boxes, not tins. So yeah, I thought I'd send this off as well. And yeah, let's start getting this Celebi bandwagon rolling, I guess. Next up is an Arcanine that I bought off eBay quite a while ago, a few months before I started this channel. And this card does have a nick in a corner up there, but this is from, yeah, I believe this is from Aquapolis. I do get mixed up with a lot of these sets, you know, the E-Series sets. But yeah, this is the first card that I bought when I wanted to start getting my collection going. That is still a goal of mine, but I was like, okay, instead of jumping ahead to newer cards, let's go back. Let's finish off Gym Challenge, Gym Heroes, Neo Genesis, and then we can start moving on to the newer ones, you know. So I am going to be going back into the Wizards of the Coast sets, purchasing cards off eBay and grading them, but I much prefer buying cards ungraded and then grading them myself. I think the thrill and the fun of it is so much better than just buying the card already cased. So yeah, that's why it's taken me a while, because nowadays it's so hard to find cards in good condition. Like, for example, I have this card here. I have a Heracross in PSA 8. This was my card that I sent, and it unfortunately got that 8 grade. It is heavily off-center, and it has got you know, a bunch of print lines in the hollow. So I bought this card here off eBay. Perfectly centered. I got it for about £6. Perfectly centered. Perfect on the back as well. Pretty immaculate. But then if you zoom in or if you have a look, it's hard to see, but there's like weird scratching all over the hollow. Like, if you look at this hollow pattern, you'll see there's not that many dots there. If you look at this one, there's a lot more, and I'm not sure if that... Yeah, it's definitely like a bunch of scratching on here. Wait, should I include it in this? Alright, screw it. We're going to include it in this just to see what it's going to get. You know, just so us guys can see what it's going to get. Because I'm curious, because the back's perfect. You know, the centering's great. There's not too many scratches, like regular scratches. There's just this weird, like, effect here. Next up, we have a Feraligatr that I also bought off eBay. And this card is decent centering. There's not too many scratches on the front. There's a print line here and there. And the back is pretty, you know, immaculate as well. But you'll notice that it's hard to see, but on the side, there is a lot of whitening down here that I think will ensure it getting that bad grade. But, you know, I thought I would send it off regardless. Sometimes it's good to send cards to PSA that you're not too sure on, so you can get a more accurate level of understanding on how they grade the cards, you know. So that's that. And then last but not least, the last card in this collection, or in this submission, should I say, is a Pikachu Secret Rare from Evolutions. And I don't know, this card is just awesome. I mean, look, you got Pikachu there. This is from CP6, sorry, this is the Japanese variant. You've got Jolteon in the back. You've got Electabuzz there as well. So yeah, this card is just an insane card. It's just very nice to look at. So again, I'd love to have this in a case so I can enjoy it, you know, in years to come. And as you guys know, on this channel, I've always said that for me, Pokemon cards graded are better than paintings. So that's the thought behind it. And quickly, I need to send these cards to the post office straight away. So I'm quickly going to go through these cards, just to put them back in order that I had them in, you know, and also just to show you guys one more time. Just for some I guess, background or some more context, I am about to fly to LA in about 12 hours. I'm flying to LA for the KSI fight. So this video is pre-recorded, just so you guys know, but for PSA submissions, because it takes so long for them to actually grade the card and for it to, you know, be processed with them, it just takes quite a long time. So I thought, you know what, I might as well send these cards off before I go away, and then they're at PSA, and it kind of takes down the amount of days that it takes to get them back to me, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure if it does, but hopefully you get that. And yeah, just going through these cards here quickly, and we've got all the birds, the legendary trios right here. And yeah, there we go. Really excited to see what these cards come back as, and yeah, now I'm going to go get ready for LA. But after that, when I come back, I'm going to get all my Shiny Vault cards ready and the Charizard. Hopefully we'll get another Charizard in the meantime, because mine is a little bit off-centered and I'm nervous for it. But yeah, as always, leave a like on if you enjoyed the video. Check out Graded Gem in the description if you want to grade your own Pokemon cards with PSA. Subscribe to the channel to see the returns of this submission, and if you aren't subscribed, just subscribe anyway. Best Pokemon card channel on YouTube. Hopefully, facts. But yeah, my name is Randolph. I will see you guys tomorrow for the next video, and peace. Thanks for watching.